Greetings and welcome to 2K Sports. I rarely say greetings, but I just did. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson, alongside Kenny and Shaq.
Live from Orlando, 2K Sports proudly brings you the Magic at Amway Center. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter is David Aldridge. We are nearly ready for the tip-off, but first, let's hear from our very own David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Hey, Kevin, well, most of the attention in this year's draft has gone to Prez, but just as Young has shown he could be the steal of the draft.
Thank you, David. Young, just the latest steal to come as a second-round pick.
Well, guys like Draymond Green and Marc Gasol were second-rounders as well, and there are some great players in the league that were passed over early. And for a franchise that competed for the Western Conference Championship.
This is checked in for Rudy Gay. Here's Peyton. 9 points last game. On the floor for Sacramento, Prez in at small forward. Labissiere out there with Cauley Stein. And there's Collison, and it's Hield in at the 2. Ross kicks to Peyton. From outside, off the mark. And concerning all the drama that seems to surround the Kings, you know it cures all of that, winning.
Yeah, and the best teams in the league, they win with camaraderie. They win with integrity and trust. The Kings are knocking on the door, but they still have some ways to go.
The Magic trail by 11. Ross on the wing. Inside. And Vucevic throws it down.
How about the way Vucevic leaps off the floor? I mean, showing no respect or remorse when he attacks the rim.
Hield kicks to Cauley Stein. Out to the right wing. Here's Prez. Ross grabs the board.
Well, clearly he's got some nice moves in his bag of tricks. But where's the finish? You got to get the result.
Peyton passes to Ross. Misses in close.
All the defender had to do there was just stay close to him, and he did.
Hield kicks to Prez. And Cauley Stein with the basket on the assist from Prez.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
That's how we play the game. Bring it in, let's go. I like what I see out there, fellas. We're playing like we want it more than them. Now let's stay sharp, finish strong.
All elite athletes at the NBA level.
Here's what Orlando's going with right now. Yambo, he's checked in for Vucevic. Green comes in for Aaron Gordon. Jody Meeks, he's checked in for Terrence Ross. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Elfrid Payton. There's a screen, and the pass to Fournier to the inside. And count the basket, he was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. And with shooting at a premium in the league, you look at Payton, you look at Gordon. None of them known for their shooting strokes coming into the NBA.
Yeah, but you can't teach athleticism. You can teach guys how to shoot better, but you can't teach them how to run faster or jump higher. I mean, shooting is something that a lot of players have improved on once they've gotten to the league. We've seen it. We can name a number of different guys that have done that. So I think the Magic putting a lot of trust in their shooting coaches and in the work ethic of their young players.
Now here is Augustine. He dishes it to Meeks. Fournier in the corner. 6 on the shot clock. Outside, Green. A three-pointer off the mark. Kings leading now by 10. Prez dishes to Lawson. The feed to Prez. Here's Koufos, and the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Yeah, you've got to turn up the dial on the intensity at the defensive end if you're them. I mean, it's still early, but I agree with you.
Here's Here's Prez. Green with the rebound.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Evans passes to Prez. Wasted no time on that one. Prez has got 6. And what can you say about Justice Young, standout player from Seton Hall, and he's fought his way into the NBA and carved out his place.
And you have to give all the credit to Young, as he is just a relentless worker. Has never been viewed as a dominant player, but he just continues to improve and fine-tune his game each and every year.
Prez finishing off the play with the dunk. He won't miss many of those.
And you can just see him psyching himself up after a play like that. Nice slam by Prez.
Yep, it counts.
Another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively so far.
Yeah, and I think we're going to see them operating a lot of their offense from the interior today.
Back to Evans. Sacramento moving it around. Count that bucket. And the Kings lead by 18.
And there are more points tacked on here to the early lead.
And it's a nice lead as well. I mean, it's no mystery how they've done it. They're attacking the basket. He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
How about the start that they've gotten off to here? Huge lead, and we're still in the first quarter.
And guys, it hasn't just been the scoring. I mean, they're playing tremendous defense too.
Ahead and finished off by Prez.
And Prez is the last guy you want to let get hot if you are the defense. When he's scoring like this, the D is in trouble.
They set the pick. Prez brings the double team. And Meeks kicks to Augustine. Pass to Fournier. From deep. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. And if you're wondering where the points are coming from here tonight, here's a breakdown in the scoring between the front court and back court tonight for the Kings.
And the front court really has been getting the job done, scoring the lion's share of the points and really causing all sorts of problems for the opponent. They are a big-time key in why they have such a nice lead to this point.
Evan Fournier at 6'7", great size for the shooting guard position. He can swing to a 3-spot at times, too.
Yeah, I like that versatility. I mean, defensively, he's got quick feet, but he can be overpowered at times. I think he wants to be a better rebounder, so working on that part of his game. So I'd say because of that, he's probably a little more comfortable and effective at the 2-spot right now.
He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. And he's on his way to the free throw line.
Well, broke. Don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Young's checked in for Sacramento.
Thank you for making me draw those
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Sacramento.
You know, guys, we've really seen them do a lot of damage in the paint so far.
And also, they've gotten the three-pointer to fall tonight as well. That's equally as important.
Super focus from Prez. Outstanding awareness to spot the open man.
To the middle, tipped away. And another fast break for Sacramento. There's 45 seconds left here in the opening quarter. It's stolen by Prez. Evans dishes to Young. Shoots. Almost, but it rolls out.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Yeah, I like the way they're setting the tone. Really playing with a lot of energy here at the start.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will take it. So far, we've seen them be a bit careless with the ball.
Simply put, out of control is how they played thus far. They're going to have to reel it in and show some more discipline.
And Augustine kicks to Green. There's the dish to Fournier. Knocked away. This one for three. No good on the buzzer beater. And the buzzer sounds to end the first, and we've got a blow. Transitioning from college to the...
Man, it's crazy, but I would say that the biggest difference is probably endurance.
Yeah, good points. What role does a trainer have in helping young players, guys, adjust to the long NBA schedule?
Trainers help the players endure the physical punishment their bodies take during the long season. For these young guys, it's all about improving your conditioning, just like you improve your game. A lesson I'm sure Prez will learn over time.
And welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far through the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway. And for the Kings here, they've been really putting on a show, guys.
It's all about the depth, really. The bench has been the difference. The bench play really has separated these two teams.
Yeah, it's been a huge advantage for them. That bench has really made a nice contribution.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the floor for Sacramento, Prez. He's in at the 4 spot. Hield is out there with Young. Then there's Rudy Gay, and it's Koufos in at the center. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, we know Mario Hezonja is a sharpshooter out of Croatia, and some say he was the cockiest player from that 2015 draft class. He once said, "I've never had respect to anybody on a basketball court. I don't care. Whether it's a veteran or a young player standing in front of me, I always have the same goal. I want to run over everybody." Kevin?
What a quote. He is not shy. Thanks, D.A. And the Magic making a change here. Vucevic has checked in. And a change for the Kings. Labissiere has checked in for Costa Koufos.
And Prez is dangerous close to the basket and wanting to jam it in whenever space opens up.
Poke loose. Oh, and here comes Young all alone. An explosive finish there from Young.
And he might not do it too often, but Young can get some good lift if he has a path to the rim.
Gordon a screen. Dishes it to Meeks. Shot to stop the run. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. They come in fresh off a win against the Heat.
And guys, they could have won that game on the strength of their offense alone. It was that good.
And most impressive when you do it on the road like that. They just kept coming at him wave after wave, and they really kept the crowd on mute in that one.
Orlando making some changes. Ross comes in for Jeff Green. And it's Elfrid Payton in for Augustine.
Well, there is a lot of hope for Labissiere, the Haitian product via Kentucky, but that's for down the road. This team got him knowing he'd be a long-term project. Has the upside to be a fantastic player, but it's going to take a lot of work and patience for him to get there.
And it's out of bounds to the Magic as Orlando will retain possession. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Payton passes to Gordon. Good ball movement here by the Magic. Ross with a wide open look drills the three-pointer. Ross has got his second bucket of the night. And Labissiere, a high-risk, high-reward pick for sure. He has shown flashes of what he can do at times, but other times he can look overwhelmed.
Yeah, I mean, he had a tough time, I think, adjusting to the college level in terms of the speed and the athleticism that the game is played with, but still declared after just 1 year. Usually you want to see more on the collegiate level from a player like him. All I can do is hope for the best for the young man, but it's not going to be an easy path to start him.
Payton outside. 5 to shoot. In the corner, it's Gordon. Fires the 3. Gets that one to drop. First one of the game after 4 straight misses.
And I like seeing Gordon stretch his range a little bit. I mean, the three-point shot is still a work in progress for him, but I think he's only going to get better the more experience he gets shooting it from there.
Prez kicks to Young. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
And the Kings making a change here. Temple's checked in. Gordon. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
And, you know, the performance of Aaron Gordon in last season's dunk contest cemented his status as a fan favorite. That take-a-chair-in-the-air dunk where he jackknifed over the mascot to dunk it with his left hand, that was one of the all-time great dunks in the history of that competition.
It's good. 26 points for Prez.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Well, once they recognized the advantage they had inside, it made a lot of sense just to continue to attack that area.
And Prez with a clear path to the hoop. And finished off by Prez.
And really like how Prez keeps his hands moving, which is why he comes away with important steals.
And that 2016 dunk contest, dunk for dunk, arguably the most spectacular competition we've ever seen.
No argument here. Gordon and Levine gave us one for the ages. It might have been fitting to rule it a tie, but Gordon's not complaining. He certainly made a name for himself.
It's stolen by Prez. Young outside from downtown. Ross grabs the board. Ross has got 4 rebounds now tonight, and the call will be against Prez. That'll be his second foul of the game.
That's his second personal foul. If he gets another, it probably puts him on the bench for the rest of it.
And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. The Kings on top.
Hey, thanks, Kevin. Double-double already at the half. You think they're going to throw some different looks at you in the second to slow you down?
I figured they will, but I'll be ready for that. And as soon as they do, one of my teammates will step up.
Keep it up, guys. We have some good momentum. Listen up.
We're back with you in Orlando, where you can see some of the street art that adorns this beautiful city. Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on Jody Meeks. He's checked in for Ross. Then for the Kings, Prez comes in for Cauley Stein. And Levins is subbed in for Darren Collison. Gordon down low with Vucevic. Elfrid Payton is out there with Jody Meeks. And it's Fournier in at the 3. That's who's out there for Orlando.
He's still looking for his first three-pointer of the second half after making just one in the first.
And now it's a look at the 2K leaderboard with the list of the NBA's best fast break teams from a season ago. 5th best, the Kings.
I mean, this is such a tough team to deal with. You see the numbers. They would just push the ball at every opportunity.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Kings.
I thought we might see the defense adjust at halftime to slow the break, but that has not been the case.
Another factor here tonight has been the amount of points they've scored off turnovers.
Picked by Vucevic. Payton dishes to Vucevic. And up the court come the Kings on the break. And the jam by Rudy Gay.
Excellent work there in transition.
Yeah, I think it's always better to go early in transition, to attack when it's there, because oftentimes you can beat the defense down the floor.
Payton passes to Fournier. Launches it. And Jody Meeks gets the 3. Meeks got 13 points.
I'm not sure that was the play they had set up, but it was too good a look to pass up.
Hield kicks to Prez. Gordon with the defensive effort. The Magic have gone a solid 6 of 11 when shooting here in the third quarter. Down low. Nice D from Prez.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
A floater, and Hield with the lay-in. He's got 7.
And just great distribution there. Prez, a genius at working the ball to the open teammate.
Gordon a screen. Payton outside. He kicks to Vucevic. And the shot is long.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
To the paint. Here's Prez, and the shot is good.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
So for the Magic, Biombo is checked in for Vucevic. Green comes in for Evan Fournier. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Elfrid Payton. It's stolen by Prez. All alone, and finished off by Prez.
And Prez is never bashful about attacking the rack. When he sees space, he sprints towards it.
Boy, in the last year, the Kings, Greg, went all in, even trading a couple of veteran contracts to the Sixers.
Yeah, and they used the cap reshuffling to sign Kufas and Rondo, a number of others as well at the beginning of last year. And regardless of the outcome of last season's games, those moves made this team much more competitive. And now the question is, can they build off of some of that momentum?
Sacramento's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Out of bounds, Orlando takes possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Sacramento making some changes. Kufas checked in for Labissiere. Evans comes in for Rudy Gay. And it's Lawson in for Levens. Nice catch and finish on the alley-oop.
No hesitation at all on the alley-oop. Saw his teammate with a path to the hoop, and bang, lobbed it right up there for him to finish.
And he was ready for it when he elevated and made the catch.
And he chose the conservative finish with the nice, easy layup, which was a good decision.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant. And this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there. Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
Young's checked in for Heel. And Young with the basket on the assist from Prez. Prez has got assist number 7 for him tonight. The Magic have gotten half their shots to drop in the second half, up to this point going 7 of 14. Here's Gordon. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Man, I like the rambunctious energy in Aaron Gordon. I mean, 2 summers ago, he broke his jaw roughhousing with his older brother. This guy loves to get after it. Now, don't get the wrong idea. People describe him as very mature for his age, and he approaches the game of basketball with that same kind of healthy, reckless abandon.
Young. That one is good again. He's 6 for 8 from the floor with the basket.
These interior looks are really as high percentage as it gets, and Young feasting on these chances.
And the wide open shot from Green. Another miss by Orlando. Gordon's had his share of injuries over the years. Guys, remember a torn ACL in grade school, a broken elbow playing football, broke a bone in his foot going into his rookie year.
And he's an active young man. I mean, he had his share of scrapes for sure. I mean, he's a gym rat. He loves to be in there working on his game. Even last season, he sprained his arm shooting 1,500 shots in a day. Now, Gordon, listen to me here, okay, young fella? There is something called the diminishing rate of return. So I know you want to work and get a lot of shots up, but we got to temper that thing down now. You got a long career ahead of you. Let's minimize those 1,500 shot days going forward.
I think that's some pretty good advice, Clark. Very well said. The Kings have shot 8 of 10 from the line. That's an even 80% free throw shooting here.
And a season ago, only converting at about a 72% clip from the line.
And, you know, there was plenty of blame to go around for that. I mean, it wasn't just 1 or 2 guys. I mean, for the most part, the entire team struggled.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Green, no luck.
They board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
Outside for Lawson. Good ball movement here by the Kings, and finish off by Prez.
And that lead pass allowed him to get straight to the rim, unabated in stride.
Got a piece of it. He feeds it to Lawson. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot. Lawson's got 8 points.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
And Prez with a clear path to the hoop.
Another bucket added to the lead. They've been the better team in every facet.
And in my opinion, you get extra bonus points, extra eye of the beholder points when you do it the way they're doing it on the road. That's special.
From deep, Green. Sacramento grabs the miss. Kufis has got his 6th rebound on the night. Now here's Prez, guarded by Green. To the paint, here's Prez. The basket good off the assist from Evans. Prez has got 41.
Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They really are, and their last 3 buckets have come by way of an assist.
Here's Biyombo. Once again off the mark, Orlando.
Boy, they just cannot take the lid off.
Well, they need a basket in the worst possible way, and they've got to stop this run, and the only way you do that, you got to score yourself.
And Young kicks to Lawson. 5 on the clock, inside. A nice shot by Kufis. He has 6.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar.
Kings on D. Prez brings the double team. And Meeks kicks to Green.
And after that good first half, things not going his way here in the second. No other way to put it. Just a rough quarter in terms of scoring. He has not been helping at all. And the lead continues to increase. They are just playing flawless basketball at both ends.
Greg, I can't identify an area where this team has underperformed. I mean, they've been 5-star in every category.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
Prez brings the double team. On the wing, Gordon. To the middle, trying to find Green. He's got it now. And it's in there. Green's got 11 points.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Prez. And finish off by Prez.
Sound offensively. Really no other way to put it here in the second half.
There's really no comparison between the teams in terms of the way they've both shot the ball since the break.
And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
This game is going to get more out of hand unless they start valuing the basketball.
Well, it's simply been an awful quarter. I mean, terrible ball security. They've actually handled that thing like it's got leprosy. Take care of it.
Ouch. Leprosy.
And there are the Kings with another bucket.
Solid shot selection by Prez there. I mean, he really does look to be selective with the shots he takes.
Three-pointer Augustine misses there. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. The Kings on top, opening up a huge gap. 2K Sports, back in a moment from the Amway Center. Now let's listen in to Frank Vogel's huddle.
Shrink the floor when you're on the ball or closing out.
And we welcome you back as we get going. So it's the Kings winning this one easily. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they